You don't look like you're diseased.
Thanks, Peyton.
We are fifth graders from West Forest Intermediate School, and we're here at the Ecology Preserve. We just finished a unit learning about ecosystems, so this has been a great opportunity for us to see the different species of plants and animals that East Alabama has to offer, and to be able to study how they all interact with each other and put our knowledge that we've learned to use in the real world.
That's a reptile. Name an amphibian, a frog. Very good. What else?
I've actually been here multiple times. I've brought many different groups of kids here. It's always been just wonderful. The kids absolutely love the animals that are here. They always love the different talks that they hear. So yeah, it's been great. I've always loved it. Every group that I've ever brought here, it's been wonderful. But I've brought everything from 6-year-olds to 14-year-olds with me, and it's been great for all those ages.
If you get stung by one, did you know very few humans are allergic to honeybees?
I teach fifth grade. I teach all the subject areas. Everything. My favorite thing that we've done is learning about the reptiles. The kids seem to really like that too, especially meeting Tiger and Lily, the ball pythons. They also love learning about the different lizards. That's probably my favorite. I also love the nature hike, of course, and being able to see the different things out here. We've been able to see some really cool wildlife in the past years. I actually used to come with Camp Kaleidoscope that is done through the city of Auburn. The kids have always come. It's a great educational opportunity for outside of the classroom experience for the kids. And I've always had kids tell me, it's so much fun, they don't even realize they're learning. One of my girls today told me, I thought this was going to be educational. And I said, it is. We just learned about reptiles. And she's like, oh, you're right.
Now, are termites good or bad?
Bad.
Wrong. Good. Termites are really good. We always think termites are bad because we don't want them in our house, do we? No. We don't want them to eat up our house. But if we didn't have them to chew up all the dead trees, there'd be trees piled up everywhere, and we wouldn't be able to walk through the woods because termites need to chew them up and eat them up. So termites are pretty cool insects. So what do you see?
So I think that's really neat that they can really get into a lesson and it not feel so much like typical sitting in a classroom work, and they're still learning a lot. So it's been really neat.
So as soon as the leaf stops making chlorophyll, when it stops doing that, that green disappears, and guess what shows up?
Red.
The red and the orange and the yellow. So that's how you get those pretty fall leaves. But those colors are already there. I always thought that was kind of fun to find that out. Okay, y'all ready to hike?
Where are the sticks?
Well, we had a students out today, and we talked to them about the web of life and how everything is connected to one another. And it was interesting to see because I kind of played with the students and asking them,
what did you find interesting when you were talking about the whole web of life and how everything is connected and depends on each other? What did you think was most interesting about it?
We would get different answers, of course. I thought an interesting one, they said the sun begins all of the web of life. And they talked about the sun and the elements and the wind and the rain. And a lot of times we'll think of animals. And we also talked about how if we are afraid of something, a species, we shouldn't just go out and try to kill it. We should try to understand it, to be closer to it maybe, and learn more about it. And we used the example of the wolves and how they changed the rivers. And the children were really interested in that. And I also like to talk to them about the salamander and how small a salamander is, but what a big difference it can make. And how it is protected. They have areas where they can't do the logging near their habitat to kind of learn more about the species, and then we know how much of a difference it makes in the environment and the ecosystem. I'm called a teaching naturalist here at the preserve, and I originally started out as a volunteer, and then Jennifer asked me if I would teach. I'm also the after-school director over at Cary Woods Elementary School, and I've had a background in biology and horticulture, and she brings topics for us to do. We study and we learn about it, and each day, like I tell the students today, we learn something new every day, and there's several of us that like to be with the children.